Okay, let's try this again. The last time it came up and then it shut me down. So let's see if anybody's on there. Just let me know if you can see me. Hi, everybody. I'm Rhys Thomas, and I run the Rhys Thomas Institute of Energy Medicine. We're going to talk today about one of my favorite spiritual training tools, which are crystal bowls. And I'm not seeing anybody coming on, so I'm wondering if we're not even being seen. If somebody can type on there, maybe it looks like 5 people are on, 5 people are watching, but I'm not seeing. Oh, there we go. People are clicking and saying hi, and we got hearts. All right, good. So what I'm not seeing is, I wonder if I need to refresh somehow. Well, I may not be able to see your what you're writing, so let's just get started. This talk is about one of my favorite tools for spiritual awakening, which are crystal bowls, and we can. I'm going to leave the mic open today. Let me know if the sound is good. If somebody can try to type in there, that would be fantastic. And let me know. I don't know if I'm not seeing anything on the. Oh, there we go. There's everybody. Huh. That's interesting. Every time I do this, it's a little different. Okay, all right. Hi, everybody. Let me know if my sound is good and all, because I'm not going to use the headset today because we'll be using crystal bowls and we'll be talking about sound. And so one of the things that I use, for those that don't know me, my name is Rhys Thomas, and I run the Rhys Thomas Institute of Energy Medicine, and it's a in-person 5-weekend program in the Boston area, and then the rest of the year it's an immersion program where there's online training, there is books you read my books, you read, you listen to lectures, and it's a training in energy medicine that is complete. It's not a technique as much as we do teach full spectrum healing, which originated with Rhys out in California, and the full body chelation energy and all of the dimensions and layers of that. And oh wait, hang on, I gotta grab my sheets. Sorry about that. Basically, all of energy medicine, all techniques are affecting in some way the energy body. And the energy body in our energy field is made up of vibration, electromagnetic vibration. And it was very interesting today as I'm sort of getting ready for this. I'm always like, well, what am I going to talk about here? What piece of this? Because this could be, this could be a year-long program, right? In how to understand and work with sound healing and vibration, but to understand that our energy field. So picture this. This is kind of like the description of it from the perspective that it has a whole symphony, these 12 levels of awareness and consciousness that we access in the universe and through our energy field, all have different vibrations. Those vibrations sort of move back and forth and create literally the symphony for your life, the brilliance of your life. And so I was looking through, there was a magazine that I have called the 100 New Scientific Discoveries in Time. It came out a few years ago, and so I'm sure these are old now. But one of the new discoveries that science had this is probably last year, was that gravity exists, right? I mean, we know that gravity exists. Newton figured that one out. You drop this, it's like gravity. What is that thing that makes that do that? Well, they have never actually, up until this moment, last year, had anybody actually proven that gravity existed, and that this electromagnetic field that we all know we have, we all experience it, we all feel it, uh, you know, actually exists. And so they showed a computer graphic of what happened when two black holes far off in the universe collided, and they create this. Now I want you to think about that. This is exactly what your energy field is doing all the time. This vertical current, which is the magnetic current of the masculine, the feminine, and the poles of the north and the south, and the energies that go along with that, and understanding that when you are doing spiritual work, when you're trying to discover who you are and your purpose in life, and I don't have my book here, I don't know why, my Discover Your Purpose book. When you're trying to discover who you are, you have to pay attention to something much deeper within you, something much deeper inside of you, and to do that, you have to be able to feel that and recognize that what's so confusing about us is that we're only taught that we are the solid object. We think in solid ways, we create in solid ways. This is solid, that is solid, so I must be solid. And so we justify all of this stuff. When we come into the world as a child, we're literally this, right? This is what you are. You're non-form, and yet that form has a magnetism to it. It's like you're not going anywhere. This isn't going anywhere. This is going to continue to be this powerful, it's this magnetic field that attracts to it, pulls to it, creates from it. And this magnetic field of two black holes crashing together, probably what they're saying in here was the creative force that actually had enough magnetism to pull all sorts of particles together and create the Earth itself. And so understanding that we are like that. We are in a magnetic field that we have to understand, we have to feel. And when we only bring our attention, which is where our energy goes. So anywhere your attention goes is where your energy goes. If our attention is on our solid form, we're looking at really the smallest part of us. Okay, so if you think about the energy field, look at the energy field, all of these layers of the energy field, the different what we call chakras, but there are different dimensions of vibration within our octave of music, which is every energy field has 12 notes in it, 12 vibrational notes that of course those are all the notes of that you could create a symphony with, right? It's C, first chakra, C, D, E, F, G, A and B, and then the C sharp, the D sharp, the F sharp, what would that be? E flat or D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp, or B flat. However whatever. I'm not a musician, but I really understand that music and everything, every religion, every purpose in life is an expression of this energy field. Now, most of us, if you look at the energy field, most of us are made out of vibration. We're made out of this electromagnetic waves, okay? And each of those qualities within us are something we feel all the time. The problem is that when we only see ourselves as solid, we feel a pain in the heart, and we're like, oh, I wonder what I ate, or you get a gut feeling. There's something in your gut, and there's a fear. There's this sort of pressure, and again, we wonder what we ate, or maybe there's something going wrong, there's something, or I get a headache, right? I get a headache. There's pressure in my head, And we're thinking, boy, I wish my boss hadn't talked to me like that. It's giving me a headache, right? Rather than realizing that the energy field, when it's healthy, when it's like this, is literally creating and manifesting and creating even beyond you. Your field sends out this vibration and it's creating and calling to you all of your life. So one of the most important trainings that I use at the Rhys Thomas Institute is sound training, is training with the crystal bowls, and we're going to do some here. I want you to sort of understand this, because when you are trying to figure out your life from your brain, your brain already only lives in solid form. So it's like, what should my life purpose be? So what's your life purpose, everybody? So somebody just type in there, what's your life purpose? What do you got as a life purpose there? Okay, we're trying to figure out, I mean, you're on a spiritual quest, right? Your spiritual quest is to discover who you are. Who am I? What's my purpose? Okay, so what do you think your purpose is? So type in your purpose. Type in what you think a purpose could be. All right, what could be your purpose in life? Anybody? Come on. We're all on there. We got a bunch of people on there, and so who's got a life purpose that they want to type in there? All right. Anybody? Okay. Well, anyway, healing. Okay, healing. There we go. Thank you, Tammy. And Ray says not sure yet. Okay. So basically, when you ask the mind what your purpose is, the mind is going to have to say, well, it's got to be a something, right? Whereas this is a nothing. It's not form yet. So there's parts of us that are, the biggest part of us are non-form. And then, when you think about something, it's like, I want to be a healer. So being a healer, so we got a couple more there. Come on. Somebody else has got a bit. Oh, there we go. To feel love and joy. Okay, so that's a life purpose, to feel love and joy. Healing myself and others. Okay, being a healer. So we got a lot of healers here. Make a difference with people. So for those who had said feel love and feel joy and love, how? What's that going to be? So your brain is going to say, it's going to want the concrete, right? Make a difference with people. How? In a business, in making a difference. So in your mind, you're saying, I want to make a difference with people, but what is the picture in your mind as to what that will be? Merge with the divine. Lovely. Okay, so there's a lovely thing. And then what are you gonna? And then it's like, okay, so once you've merged with the divine, what's the picture of that? How does that create this purpose in your life? Be fully present. That would be a gift in itself. Healing. Be a healer. Okay, nice. All right, so these are so you guys are tricky. You've all got the you know what I'm after here. But the truth is that we all the real survival part of us, the lower chakras, are like, okay, you got all that joy, you got all that connection with the divine. What are you gonna do with that stuff? Okay, so we've got both qualities within us. Most people tend to focus, and I know that you're not most people, you're my people, you're the people that are like this sort of stuff, you're focused on the upper chakras and on this sort of like this connection to this higher purpose and wisdom and the life purpose, the soul qualities, all of that stuff. But the truth is that both your physical life purpose and your spiritual life purpose have the same purpose, okay? And for most people, they focus on just the physical life purpose, and so trying to understand who they are has to do with a job or what they're going to do, and then after, if they find one that really makes them happy and gives them time off, then they go and they study yoga and meditation, things like that. But then for those of you that have already sort of moved beyond that and are doing that, at some point that higher wisdom has to turn into action as well, because all of this energy field, right? All of this energy field is collapsing to create a body. So this energy field creates a body. This energy field creates a body. This energy field creates a body. And that body and that energy field has a magnetism to it. It calls you to your highest purpose in life. And so to really be able to experience that, to understand that, you're not going to do it through your mind, you're going to have to do it through your feelings. And that's ultimately what sound healing and that's what music is about. You hear songs, there's lots of songs out, and you hear a song, it's like, and it puts you in a certain emotional state. So the universe actually motivates you through passion, through emotion, and you motivate the universe and attract through the universe through these deeper feelings. And the clearer you are about your purpose, what it feels like to be you, the more likely you are to recognize, number one, this never stops happening, right? All of you are doing this all the time. That means that you are that magnetic field, right? That energy line, that central column of energy, which, so picture that right here, there's a central column of energy that this computer figured out is what happens when there's a magnetic field. Well, that's the same energy that runs up and down, straight up and down through you, and around that it creates this energetic field, and that energetic field has a very specific magnetism, a very specific purpose, and it has contracted to only attract certain things and not other things. When you don't know what that is, when you don't know what that feels like, things come to you in your life and you don't understand them. It's like, well, this stuff's always coming to me. I'm always having these kinds of people in my life. I'm always having this happening in my life. So really beginning to understand how you operate inside, very, very important. And understanding that before you can really create the body, the life, the world, the solid, you have to become conscious of and pay attention to the field that you are within. And to do that, you have to feel the parts of you that are non-form, right? The vibration of you. So your field is pure vibration. Your body is how that vibration, which connects to infinite non-form and the void, right? Outside your energy field is not a fireplace, right? Okay, it's not. Keep in mind, this is like my little place up here in New Hampshire where I'm staying warm because it's gotten cold already. Outside your energy field isn't the fireplace and the trees and the lake. It's the void, right? All of that, what's happening inside your energy field, all this experience is a contract you have to exist on this plane, okay, on this physical plane. But be outside of your energy field isn't working on this plane. So it's important that you really understand what's happening inside your energy field because it's creating your reality. And to do that is actually very simple. And that's why I use the crystal bowls. So let's just start with this. So everybody, we're going to go through, I'm actually going to do a bunch of bowls today. And I want you to, I just want you to type in just because there's an infinite amount of information that you can get from every time I play a bowl. We could talk about the emotion you're feeling, where you feel it, depending upon which chakra it is. And these bowls are tuned. If you get crystal bowls that are tuned exactly to the chakras and play them, in that chakra plays, you will likely not feel it in that chakra. And as you can see here on this chart, chakras actually, each chakra, notice that each chakra goes through every layer of the field. So each chakra, my heart chakra, certainly affects and is affected by, and there's a self-love of my body. There's a way that I'm going to love and be in relationship with my emotions. There's going to be an individual self-love in the third chakra of who I really am and my willingness to accept that and unconditionally accept that I'm a one of a kind and this is it. This is all you get. Okay? And in each moment, it's that. And then of course there's the voice that speaks the heart's truth, and the heart goes through that, and so that heart also goes through the vision. It's like, do I see with the eyes of love? And then finally it gets out to the seventh chakra and the edge of the field where the heart is actually connected to unconditional love, right? So that's just the heart alone. Okay, and then it also goes in the back, and that's all about how my connections are with within me, within my own will around that. And so each chakra can actually be affecting or be being affected by wounds in other chakras. So my heart chakra may be closed down because I can't speak my heart's truth. I can only tell a story. I'm only telling a story, and so that shuts my heart chakra may say, somebody say, oh, your heart chakra's all closed down, but it's not actually the heart chakra that's the problem. It's that if you fixed what's going on in the fifth chakra. So you can go incredibly deep with sound healing, and this is what we do at the Rhys Institute. And if you want to find out more about the school, the in-person classes are starting in a month, and you do not want to miss another year because we only go once a year. That's a full year program, 5 weekends a year, one in October, one in November, one in January, one in February, one in April. And don't tell me you can't take 5 weekends off out of your life, because you need it. And it'll be the best vacation you've ever had, the best stay vacation, or wherever you have to travel from to get here. And this is one of the infinite number of things that we do in the program to teach you how to become conscious of what actually is happening inside your energy system and how to make it as healthy as you possibly can. That's what energy medicine is. Energy medicine is not one technique that does this. Energy medicine is using, and we use many techniques and different concepts and theories on healing and different modalities to make sure that you are capable of really understanding not just, oh, my heart chakra's got a thing, that's just knowing chakras, but knowing even deeper. And so to do that, this is one way that we do it. So I'm going to play this bowl. And by the way, for those of you that want to come out and experience this without signing up for the school, not ready for that, we do have a live event on September 24th. It's from 12 to 6 on the 24th. It's in Milford, Mass, or you can live stream it. And if someone can type in www.insightliveevent.com, you can go check it out. You can sign up. Now's the time. I know you're back from vacation. It's time to sort of get going and get your energy up for the fall. So this is one of the things that we'll be doing there as well, is teaching you how, in various different ways, to meditate with the bowls, with sound healing, and also to just quickly learn how to assess your field. So when I play this bowl, so I want you just to close your eyes and just feel what's happening here. And just very simply, where in your body is your attention drawn? Where in your body is your attention being drawn? That's it. Just, you can go deeper as to what you felt there and what the emotion was and all of this, and maybe what vision you had about that, or color, or any of those sorts of things. But just notice where that drew your attention. Okay. So now type that in. Where did you feel that? And I'm going to play another one. Okay. All right, so let's see. Okay, so Pat said she felt it in her throat. Throat and heart. Back of neck. Okay, solar plexus and throat. Okay, Willa, nice. And back of neck, heart, throat and heart in my solar plexus. Okay, so now notice where you felt it, and then I want you to think about, was it a positive experience or was there some pressure? Okay, so this is so one of the most important things about crystal bowls that you need to know is that they don't do anything. So when I play these bowls, of course, I'm over here, and I'm holding the intention that all of you are in the field, and when I play this, you're all going to be getting it not just through the speaker, but energetically as well. So you're all having this experience, but because this this thing isn't just It's like the magnetic, the levels of vibration in the universe are, some of them are instantaneous. Only at the physical level do I have to get up and turn the computer on and do things, and time and space are completely in charge of that. Time is more in charge, less in charge of me around my emotions. I can have emotions, and I can even have emotions that were from the past, or have emotions about the future, and as I move up in each of the chakra levels, time has less and less control over me. But down here at the basic level, time is really is big. But the energy work that we're doing, what I'm saying right now, as you tap into this and you put energy and focus on me and this moment, we are connecting at a vibrational level as well. So when I play that bowl, it's not just the speaker that's doing this, it's more than that. So then the question is, did it feel good, or was it in resistance? So one of the things that you can get from a crystal bowl very quickly is, and by the way, that was the third chakra bowl. And if you felt it as tension in the fifth chakra, there may be something about you that you don't want to say right at this moment. Or that if you got it in the heart, someone got it in the heart and the fifth chakra, is it right now to be able to express yourself, which is, like remember, I talk about the third chakra, like, it can't stop. Like everything you see on your screen, there's like ding, 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 all this stuff coming off of me, all this light coming off of me, and how I move and how I am. This is, my body is literally saying, Rhys, 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 Rhys. It's every word, everything, every vibration that you can sense from me is saying Rhys. Okay, that's my identity. My third chakra does that. So when I play that bowl, where you felt it is very, very important. And if you felt it just in the heart, is it time for you to spend a little more time loving yourself? Okay? And did you feel in that moment what it would be like to love all of you? So maybe it was so the bowl, the bowl opens up a doorway. So this thing right here, this crazy thing right here, okay, is happening all the time. But since all of your attention is on the solid and the thing you have to do, and the putting in the computer and this and that, none of it's on the field. What the bowls actually are doing is, the bowls are actually going to allow you some time to escape from the trap of your brain that is focused on stuff and things, even the things of God, and as you said, connecting with the divine and connecting with, that's a thing in your brain, right? That's a thing. So we need to actually go beyond that to the point where we're actually experiencing the thing without naming it, without just by experiencing it. Then we need to bring it back and say, okay, so how is that a healing? So let's do another bowl. So now, different chakra, totally tuned, perfectly tuned to the chakra, and so feel that. So we're just doing very basic, very simple today. You can go much deeper into this. You can totally learn who you are through just doing crystal ball work. So where does this one, let's just go where you feel it in your body. Where does this bowl feel? Where do you sense it? And if you don't feel it in your body, you feel it out there, well, that's fine. Or out there, I can't point the other way. Okay? Okay. So write in. Where did you feel that one? And when you write it in, write also whether it felt good, or whether there was some tension, or whether like it felt pressure, or it had a negative emotion or something with it. Okay, so sweet sensation in my feet and inside my calves. Love it, Anna. Okay, I'm assuming that, Maria, that was hard for the second bowl. Pat said positive feeling, expansive, calm, peaceful. Nice. Okay, so the emotion with it. So Lisa felt it in her root. We got a heart, we got a root, we got a stomach, we got a mouth. Nice. Got it in the mouth, solar plexus and nose. Oh, Willow, what was yours before? Solar plexus and throat. So solar plexus and throat. That was the one I talked about with you felt it in the solar plexus, but also it's like gotta being able to say I'm here. It's me. It's all about me. That may be hard for you to do there, Willa, and that's maybe something that's calling you to do. All feels good. Um, so all feels good. So go even deeper with that there, Lisa. Like what is it when it all feels good? Is that like a tingling? Is it an expansion? Is it a settling? So this is the other piece of doing sound work and crystal ball work specifically, because crystal ball work, our body is made completely of crystal, right? Water is a liquid crystal. Our bones are crystalline in structure. Almost everything in our body is crystalline. I think there's one tiny little piece of metal in there. I don't even know how it gets in there, but basically our body is like a crystal tuning fork. It's like a bowl. Our body is, ooh, whoops, yikes. Our body is a crystal bowl, right? Our body is a crystal bowl, and it has, just like each of these bowls has a purpose of waking you up at this one chakra. You, of course, have all the chakras, so your crystal bowl is actually here to, when you tone in it, it will wake up all of the levels of consciousness around you. Okay. All right. So the objective in vibrational medicine and understanding this vibrational field is that each of these vibrations in you has a message, has a voice, and you need to bring your attention to that. And to do that, you have to feel that. So when you are feeling root, feeling that I was pumping energy, peace, calm, okay, and be peace, calm, base of spine, awareness, awareness, waking up, felt all over the place, inside and out, a bit of tension, and reverse rotation. Okay, so that bowl was the second chakra. So some people said they felt it in the root. It was actually the only person who felt. So here, let's go back. Root, solar plexus, nose, stomach, root. There was it. Sweet sensation. Here we go. Sweet sensation in my feet and inside my calves. Inside my calves. Oh, so that was all down. So that was sort of like, you've got to get that. You've got to get that part of you grounded. That emotional part's got to come down, and the sweetness of just sort of being totally here with your emotions. Positive feeling, expansive, calm, peaceful. Pat, I know, Pat. So it's like. So it's like when you're in your second chakra, when you're in that passion of your charismatic leader, it's just like, oh yeah, it's like that's that sweetness. Lisa said the root. So the emotions need to be grounded, and you may feel, and depending upon how the root felt, you may need to feel that, or your emotions actually ground you. So this communication between the two, you're getting an enormous amount of information, and it's important to understand that this entire field exists with when you're not paying attention to it, and because you're paying attention here, and when you then pay attention to it, you realize that it's always been there. So that feeling in your root, that feeling in your feet, that was already happening. That's happening right now. This is the important thing to get in understanding of spiritual training. Spiritual training isn't about something I'm going to do and then I'll have it forever. I'll be enlightened forever. That's actually the big lie that we're all told. I'll be enlightened. I'll be connected to the divine. You're so connected to the divine, you can't stand it. That's why you put all your attention on other crap. The idea here is that in this moment, your energy field is telling you exactly one thing: what your life purpose is, how to do it. So when the second chakra played and you felt that, that's not for like and saying, 3 weeks from now, oh my God, Rhys played the second chakra bowl and I felt it here. It's so important that I do this. No, right now, in where you are, that message is, this is the time in the second chakra, around your emotions. That's what you need to do right now. It's in relationship. Are you passionate in your relationship, in the heart? Are you afraid in the heart of sharing your emotions? You felt it in your stomach, and what did that feel like? Nicole, I love it. It was in your mouth. It's like, you can just taste the passion, right? Or you've got to spit it out. You got some rage, some energy, something that has to come out of your mouth that's very emotional. You have to share that. And maybe you're going, I'm going to say a word about it. Maybe that's what's happening in your life right now. And so if you're going to do real spiritual work, it's not something you do and say, well, I'll meditate every day for 4 years and then I'll be spiritual. No, you're spiritual right now by how you connect with what's actually happening. And these bowls right now are teaching you what is actually happening. All right, so I'll do one more. Let's do one more. And so think about, once again, that we're just doing the most simplest way of working with sound. And this is really, what did it take? 20 seconds? I'm even talking over these things, right? You're still going to feel it. You're still going to get it. Where? Where do you get it? What did it feel like? Is it positive or is it negative? It's like, keep playing that ball. Or it's like, I'm feeling that right here. And it's like, giving me one of these, right? Or maybe you feel it in your back. What does that even mean, right? So we've got chakras in the front, we got chakras in the back. What do the back chakras do? Learning to train yourself in this, learning the language of the soul, which is this, right? The language of the soul is your purpose, it's your chakras, it's your soul itself, the vibration. You learn that language, you then can speak with it, talk with it, let it talk to you. But right now, you just felt something right down. So that bowl, what did you feel on that bowl? Let's go down here. I don't know where I am. Kim, heart peaceful, expansive, feels positive, like opening, shoulders and arms relaxing, expanding. So Willa said heart and expanding, okay. Third eye pressure. Lisa got third eye pressure, nice. So just so you know, that was, I felt the second chakra bowl in my throat because I'm currently putting a voice to my emotions. That's interesting. Yeah, anywhere that you are, your life, everything about your life is a chakra. You got to get this. This isn't just some dumbass spiritual training in, we all have to know we have chakras. Isn't that cool? I know I have chakras. It's not that. That's just a waste of thought. When you have to realize that everything's a chakra, and you just have to figure out why and how is it your chakra. So when you're looking at me or this, or you're looking around your apartment or your house, nothing you're looking at is anything other than you. It's you. Those are your chakras. Because I could come and sit right where you're sitting and look at everything in your house, and I'm going to see it and experience it and have a purpose with it completely differently than yours. So this just very basic training in sound healing and in crystal bowls is like, come on, aren't you doing I've been talking about this for a long time, and I don't know how many of you actually are practicing this, but I just got this email a couple days ago, and it's from Tracy, and she says, "I've been a fan of Rhys's book since it first came out, and have been enriched by his Facebook." Okay, well, we just lost you there for a second. All right, and then we're gonna finish up with this, and I'm gonna do one more cool thing. So she said, Chris, and now I understand what the bowls can do. So if you haven't bought one of my CDs and actually listened to it and actually practiced waking up in the morning to it, how will you ever know what it's like to actually feel your energy field more than your thinking, which is your body? Right? Okay, then she says, I listened to the emotional balancing healing when I fixed dinner. The fan was on high because it was so hot, which meant that I could hear, let's say, 50% of the content. But I watched how old energy was draining out of my back and front of my throat, and I'm trained to see energy, and I'm puttering around the kitchen, and how my mood was continuing to lift. I forgot about the whole thing until I was getting ready to go to bed. I clear and tune my energy systems before sleep. I was amazed to see what great shape my chakras and auras were in. Vibrant, resilient, youthful. Wow. Rhys had said that listening to the CDs was like getting a session, and it was certainly true for me. And all that I had to do was listen, not even listen with my full attention. Now, the next experiment will be to see what happens when I sit in full presence with the music. Thank you, Rhys, and your supportive staff. Awesome. Any of you that want to send me, experiences that you've had, that helps me a lot, sort of help other people understand what's going on. And so what I also want to do is I'm going to play one of these tones that you can buy from me, and one of these CDs. So here's the last bowl I'm going to play. And it's going to literally be a recording. It's not even going to be a real bowl. It's going to be a recording, which actually has a whole lot of bowls in it, and mixed in with voices and all. So here we go. All right, we can't be doing this all day. Even though we could be doing this all day, if you had that, you could be playing that in the background while you work. Okay, so we're going to pause that. All right, so write down what that was. By the way, the previous bowl, the last bowl I played before, where let's see, Ray got hard, peaceful, expansive. Lisa got pressure in the third eye. That was the third eye bowl. That was the sixth chakra bowl. I want you to notice how few of you felt those in the actual spot where the bowl is supposed to be. And so this is sort of understanding. If you don't understand that every chakra is embedded in all the others and they're all dependent on each other, you won't understand why living out of one or two chakras is killing you, right? Because if all of the chakras are being run by one or two, none of them are getting their needs met. And when they don't get their needs met, you get sick. You have terrible relationship. You can't deal with your emotions. You can't deal with certain things. You can't ground yourself. You can't, all of these things. So just sort of take in what's going on here, and then write in what you experienced on that one. I'll tell you what that one was as well. Okay. Behind my face, like an energy lighting up my face. Okay, so that was brilliant. And so all right, let's go down. I'll go down here. I felt that around the top of my head, like a band around my head, but also buzzing in my head. Okay, so root chakra, fizzing legs. I like it, Willa. And felt in my hara line. So that was the hara line, full energy up and down, major energetic tune-up. Nice. So that was a combination of bowls. And that is, and let me see, this CD, I've got many online. So go to rhysthomasinstitute.com and and just check out and just get one at a time. Just get one. If you play one of these CDs in the morning as you wake up, before your brain starts making the world solid, the bowl will help you realize that the world is vibration. The only part of the world that's going to change your life is going to be the non-form, right? The form that you've already figured out is real is never going to change your life. It's going to make it the same old stuck. If you're stuck in your life, you're just creating your life from your brain. When you're not stuck in your life, you're creating your life from the field, from the vibrational field and the magnetism. And the more you focus on your magnetism, the more it's going to attract what you really desire and what you really want. The more you focus on what you are and what you've already magnetized yourself and what you don't like, the more that's just what you get more of. Okay, so this one's part of the meditation series rather than the one that Tracy was talking about, a healing series that I have. So there's healing series, there's meditation series, and then there are guided meditation series. So there's 3 different levels of these things that you can do. The guided meditations you definitely have to sit and listen to, but the healing, literally, you can just lay down and it'll just run through. It's just like a healing. And this one is called Awakening Universal Love. So whatever you felt on that one is the connection between the sort of like that was almost like that was a little bit of Reiki in there, because Reiki is the connection of spirit and the heart, and so this was the heart connecting to universal consciousness and expandedness. So so those of you that felt that one got it in your ears, so being able to hear and hear the guidance of your love. My chest was filled from the outside and a bit backwards. Okay, so falling backwards. So that was even the call. So remember, falling backward. I mean, don't remember. You come to the school, and I will teach you an infinite amount of ways of understanding what everything happened to you, why it's calling to you. So Anna, my chest was lifted from the outside. So you were being lifted, like you were like being held by angels, and then a bit backward. And backward means the trust. Okay, so you're being called to allow yourself to be lifted and to trust, because everything that's worth going after, you got to fall backward for. If you're trying to figure it out here in front, it'll never happen. All right, let's see. Felt beauty, sacred heart, third eye. Nice. So let's see. Martha, hi Martha, just joined. Some of you just joined. We're going to be wrapping up right now. So, but anyway, so here's the deal. If you wanna get more of this and get a full day of totally going in deep and finding out, feeling who you are, discovering who you are, doing some discovering what your purpose is in life, and there is a, where is it here? I have something. Oh, hang on. For those of you who want a training in the 12, what I call the 12 gateways in sound and healing, this is on my website, and you can pick it up. It's you want to learn about the chakras, you want to learn the basics of what I was just talking about here, and how to read and how to understand what's really happening and how all of it's guiding you all the time. Well, what else could you need for your spiritual path, right? Don't you want to get more intuition, more insight, right? And sometimes you got to actually come to the source, and you have to actually experience it. And so come to Insight. It's a live event we're doing on September 24th. And it's going to be from 12 to 6. It's like you can go to church in the morning and you can still make it there, and do a full day in the afternoon. And we're going to really give you an amazing experience. So go to it's on the stream here. Go to insightliveevent.com and register. It's only $25 for the whole day, and you can actually bring a friend for free. So I hope to see you all there, and we'll be going. This and many more things we'll be doing to wake you up, to get you on that path and keep you on that path. All right, everybody. Bye.